spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. We're looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. So Texas's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coach.
There he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Really good job hauling that pass in. I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
This linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Simon. Makes his man miss. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So South Carolina's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a...
Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. And the heat home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Sims. Pulled down for the tackle.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Sims. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here comes the Texas offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wilson will throw. Floats it out in space. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Longhorns are marching down the field.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Back to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The give is to Smith. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. To throw, it's Maddox. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
And the Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways. Yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit 000s in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move, it's Simon. Powers through the defender. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wilson to pass. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. He's got him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Wide open downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And quickly to the line of scrimmage. They spike it and stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Sims. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Sims. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Lost to throw again. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. A strike downfield.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They go to the ground. Oh, man, look out! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Hard running there. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's in open space downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tip down. And if we add points, we add points.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Had to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, raise a toast to the victor of the great rivalry between Florida and Georgia. Here's a recap of how things played out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wilson to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it down the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wilson will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Napier. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
No gain on the play.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And he's just going to spike it.
Spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.